show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com. This show is brought to you by Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/awesomecast. Time to get geeky, get awesome. It is the AwesomeCast. I am Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on Twitter here in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And this will be our last live one here for a couple weeks, actually, I just realized. But with me, the crew is in the house. First of all, back on the show from Studio C in the Big D at Dormont, PA. He is a gadget guru of Big Bank International Esquire. It is John Chichilla.
How's it going? We should try to get back in the real, back in person in the house.
We should. It'll be great. I miss people in the studio. We have an in person. We have an in person studio or in person show that just had their season finale today. So yeah, we gotta get more going on in the studio for sure. So the pizza's still here, guys. I'm just saying. So get back into
still has pepperoni on it.
Get back into that slice life, okay?
It's new every week. It's not the same pizza from
No, it's not the same pizza. It hasn't
been
sitting here since the last time you've been here. No. Let's qualify that a little bit. Also with us from Studio D, she's a, oh my God, I don't even know what to label her as.
I don't even know anymore.
You're unlabelable.
Hey, I like that.
The unlabelable Duddlers.
Look, my shirt says, be nice to dogs or else. Biggies, bullies.
I love it. That's a good message. I hope Mom Sorg's out there watching right now. So I understand. So my mother has my dog for about 2 weeks because of all the traveling I've been doing. And because I'm only here for like 2 days, and is taking him on trips and spa and everything. So maybe he's listening right now. I don't know. Anyways, this is the AwesomeCast. You can check out everything at awesomecast.com. You can hit us up at awesomecast at sorgatronmedia.com is the email address, at awesomecast on the Twitter, so awesomecast at sorgatronmedia.social on the Mastodon Fediverse. And, of course, we do have an AwesomeCast Facebook group as well as a Discord and a Reddit. And you can subscribe to us on your favorite podcast app. We are typically here live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We will not be live next Tuesday because we will be, hopefully, if things work out, Kitty and I will be in Mario Land. Is the goal, I think, right now, right? So, and hopefully we'll have a review the next week. Maybe we'll just do a special edition from Mario Land.
Ooh.
Are you Mario Karting in Mario Land?
I hope so.
I sure hope so.
I really hope so. So, I don't know. I started looking at it. It looks very complicated to get in. So, we'll see how that works out. But also, thank you to our friends at postindustrial.com that have been sharing the awesomeness. And thank you to everybody that is supporting the show at patreon.com/awesomecast. All right, the executive producer level, Brian Crawford, as well as Coffee Club level, Matt Weller, Cynthia Klosky, and Mike Pound. And at the financial level, Michael Fedor, Professor Buzzkill, and Dave Propod Podder, clipper of all things Sorg related, which has been fantastic. Dave has been going crazy. I don't know what he's been using lately, but he's been adding these animated stickers to some of the clips lately here on the AwesomeCast and for the Wrestling Mayhem show. And he's definitely hit some kind of stride when those clips go and people reacting to them and companies reacting to them on both shows. So big shout out to Dave there for all the help that he's been doing out there. And out of control clipper, he says. But you guys support the show too at patreon.com/awesomecast. So let's get into our awesome things of the week. Let's start with let's. I understand we have new binder news.
That's me. All right, we all know I have a problem. I have a bajillion Trapper Keepers, and well, I have 3 Trapper Keepers, and I have a paper issue. I was looking for another binder for another project that I'm working on. Ooh, exciting! And so I went on Amazon, and this may turn into my work binder because it is very impressive. Let me introduce you to Monster Binder.
Whoa! It looks like it's got a monster face.
Yeah. So, yeah, just literally got it today. Just dropped. Look at this. It's got 2 different faces.
Check out this drop, guys.
Boom! Look at this. Let me show you what it's got. It's got a zipper in the front. like so. It's got
Ooh,
pockets
tactiles.
in the back.
Ooh, I like that the zipper doesn't get in the way of the Velcro flap.
Not at all. Watch this. This is okay. So you open it. You have your regular like binder bits, and you have go away the pocket for your stuff. This is my favorite part. File folder. Look at this accordion.
Oh.
It's nice. So yeah, this is not bad. It's a little big. My concern. I'm gonna try to put it in a bag tonight because it feels a little big, but I like it. And like I said, everything's contained. The face is flipping ridiculous. Like that's hilarious. It's definitely funnier than my but I still get the Velcro noises of a trapper keeper. So yeah, and like little pen holders, like this little thing here, little top here thing, and like the fact that it has and look, there's a little spot there. I mean, I keep finding things that you can put in places. So this may become my official work binder. It also feels a little sturdier than my trapper keepers. This isn't the right one. Where's my one? The one I've been traveling with recently, you can see that I don't know if it's going to show up on video, but it's starting to get scraped up. These edges are not as, like, we're starting to come apart here a little bit. I mean, trapper keeper fun. It's not holding up as well as I'd like it to for travel because, we do a lot of traveling and I take a trapper keeper everywhere. But yeah, that's my new monster one, and I will let you know if I keep it or there's other colors too. It was on Amazon. It was only $20, and it cracks me up because you can subscribe to it.
What? What would you put your subscription at? And it's got some other colors ranging from $18 to about $22. It looks like. So these are really cool. Look at these.
Aren't they?
Oh wait,
what
is this one? This is like a sidekick zipper binder. Like this is like a 2-piece set here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a file folder and also a separate binder situation. Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, adorable and the theme, fun and playful monster theme. Subscribe and save. You can get these every 30 days. I don't know. It's hilarious.
Well, if you're like you and since you're supposedly doing it for every project, like you're like, well, I get this many projects a month. Or every couple of months, I have a new project. So the subscription would almost make sense at that point, right?
Oh, yeah, seriously. And like I said, K-Sit is the brand. And you've probably seen K-Sit brand stuff. A lot of Staples carries them. A lot of name brand stores, you'll see K-Sit pencil cases. I think I actually have a K-Sit pencil case that I haven't used yet right here.
Of course.
But yeah, I had bought it at... because my trapper keeper didn't have a pencil case and I bought that one and I'm not sold on it. So that's why it's also sitting here. But yeah, this is my new monster. I'm excited.
Fantastic. Well, you know what? Speaking of traveling, we didn't talk about last week. We talked about a lot of stuff last week from our travels to Lake Lake. It was very eventful in the long run. We'll see what trouble we get into this week. But we went to, I was very fortunate. There was somebody on the office hours with Alex Lindsay talking about production, and there's somebody from this company, View Studios, VU, and I looked at it and I'm like, oh, I'm flying into Tampa Bay. I wonder if they would let me come by. So Kenny and I both came by for this. It's a LED studio. It's a fantastic story. I recommend looking up them for, on the office hours interview. This is something where these guys were doing video production. They work a lot with, high-end, WWE, MLB, NFL, car commercials, things like that. And during COVID, they're like, well, what are we going to do? And we know about the Mandalorian kind of volume. This isn't as high-tech, I think they were saying, as this, especially the one we were looking at. But this was great. We got to go see the I don't think they call it a volume. They just call it a virtual virtual production studio. It's again one of those giant LED wraparound screens. They also have a big one upright screen as well. That's kind of, I guess it was their 1.0 of this kind of thing. Think of it as like a green screen on steroids with what you can do with it. So it's got the flat wall and everything like that. And they showed us a couple of demos on it. It was absolutely incredible. And it was funny because they kept saying this, like, oh yeah, and this is already outdated. We have a couple other screens. And they have some partners across the country, actually, that that have these screens for productions and things like that. Most notably, the recently, if you do watch WWE, if you're coming over from the WrestleMania show, if you watch a lot of those WrestleMania Goes Hollywood, where there's a lot of backgrounds, a lot of those were apparently shot on these screens. There's some great videos in the background there of the screen to kind of give you an idea of what that looks like. And I didn't even see this before, that there is like a map and actually a little bit of a 3D render of what that looks like. It was incredible. It was a really cool studio. Katie, I know it got your mind kind of going with a lot of thoughts about like things you could do with something like this.
Oh, this is great. And I think one of the not just the screens that was really amazing. They have a whole they have a makeup area. They have a place for, change. You could do meetings there. There was the room where you could watch the production happen. So you could say, you know what, I like this, I don't like this, which was pretty darn cool. And just I don't know, like our brains were like, where could you use this? And there was like, where can't you use this? And there was also like the portability of it, where they said they could take screens places. And we talked about, like, especially like filming, they film a lot in Pittsburgh. And we are the weather owns us, whether we like it or not. The weather kind of determines what we can and cannot do. And like, this is a nice, you got reshoots you got here. You don't have to worry about like, oh no, now it's fall, what do we do? But like, I think that was pretty cool, or we lost this whole day of shooting because we've had rain for too many days, or snow, or whatever else happens that particular day.
Or you told me about like reshoots and somebody was painting leaves to make things look like the right season or something like that, like crazy stuff like that. Like I think it'd be incredible for a place like Pittsburgh where you do have that kind of variety going on. I love one comment from a friend of ours that works in the industry. Says this would, if they put one in Pittsburgh, there goes my job. But I think, but you still need to create the foreground sets. Right?
Yeah.
Like there was, I loved. They showed us a demo of there was this lottery commercial where there was Old West, and there was like a little kind of creek or what was it? It was supposed to be Fountain of Youth or something, wasn't it? And the tickets come out of the water, and they're like, yeah, we just had a little like inch deep water pond, built a little set of this in front of the screen, put all the backdrop, and then like we're flipping through the TV in the hotel like 2 days later, like it was the commercial. But that's one they were really proud of showing. Car commercials, when you see them like on the side of a cliff with like the desert or the mountains like behind them or something, apparently they're not taking them to the cliff anymore to do that in some situation like this. So of course, this is one of those where it runs on Unreal Engine, so you have basically game developers in the background kind of working with this, and they have people liaisoning and interfacing with the DPs and everything like that. And you got to know, it's a very specialized skill. It's not I'm not walking in there tomorrow and filming on this thing. Like, that's for sure. This is I'm part of a project that is going to have all the right people to make this thing work. This is a big thing. High end production. So, but it was very cool to kind of like, there's some interesting portable options that you're talking about. We were talking about for some sponsorship things that were happening. So you never know. I feel like it's inevitable I'll be working with one of these in the long run. Right.
Yeah.
In the next like 3 years, I feel like there'll be a project that's on something. If not these guys, somebody else will have this, because this technology is coming down the pike. It's obviously from the Mandalorian. Like the Mandalorian's the Hollywood studio one, right? And this is and also people can get into this, and I'm sure this will start trickling down in technology as well. That I don't know. Maybe there's a small low end LED screen in Sorgatron Media Studios in 5 years, for all we know. So
be amazing.
Yes. So
the one picture that you showed that kind of had like a render, that it looked like it was like a 3/4 circle, and it looked like there was actually is that projection on the ceiling?
Yes.
So how do they do the floor? Is that almost like they would green screen it in?
I don't think the floor doesn't project in this model.
Right.
So just all your angles. So basically, well, think about this way. Actually, I think they do this for Mandalorian. Let's say you're in the desert. You have to bring in the desert, at least for the foreground, right?
Okay, so like the sand.
Yeah, you've seen the background videos for Mandalorian, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so they you see that it's not just that flight panel. They built something into it. They built the foreground. They put a floor in, and made it look like the desert or the rock surface or whatever they need to do. Like they do the environmentals, and then they can extend out, or there's set pieces that are in the foreground, and they just expand into digital, right? So like that's kind of the idea for that.
Okay.
So 4 green screens usually, in my experience, have not worked out very well. Although they were not high-end green screens I've been working with. So,
did you take any pictures in there?
I was afraid to ask. To be quite honest, it was so high-end. I was like, they're not. We're gonna, But again, like it just the experience of seeing it, and obviously everything. I mean, everything that we told you about is in pictures here on the website. If you want to check out vu.network, and they have them across the country. And the interesting part was a lot of times they are partnered actually with universities that have film programs. So it is like, we take this and people are learning on it and, partnering with studios and things like that. That was a very intriguing thing to me about the kind of possibilities that you could run with something like this. So like, I thought that was very, very cool. And their drop down's not working on my iPad. So, but no, I'm very, very excited about, the possibility of something like this. Oh, there's Tom Cruise on this thing. But no, very, very, very cool. And we've been hearing about this, and you kind of figure these are all, and I think these all benefit from things like Mandalorian, right? Because these are popping up for everything. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Ant-Man was a lot of this technology. Obviously, the higher end volume one that they've been using at Disney. But like that interactivity versus just sitting on the green screen and looking at a dot, right? So for something like that, it's very, very interesting. And we got to see, because there's that parallax thing that they talk about on the Mandalorian. We got to kind of see it in action a little bit, and some of the other kind of setup kind of things that they do. So it was very cool. Big thank you to the View crew for having us in there. Kind of on a whim there. I really hope we can connect some projects here to do something very, very cool down there in Tampa. So, or one of their other studios. Like I say, there are a few different places. So, and I tell you where, except again, that drop down on the website is not working too well. Oh, there it is, Nashville. Nashville's one of them. So probably all the places where Dinosaur World is also, as we discovered last week. You missed Chilla last week, where we realized that we're visited Dinosaur World in near Tampa. And there's also one near Fort Worth, like less than an hour from our hotel, where we're going this next month. So we're on a Dinosaur World tour. Yes. So
read jackets.
So is it what is Dinosaur World?
Oh, you're just gonna have to watch last week's episode.
Okay.
I'm sure there's clips out there already.
I've been to the dinosaur thing at the Monroeville Convention Center.
You mean like that? The Jurassic Quest?
Like is that what it is? Jurassic Quest or Dinosaurs Alive? Something.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's a bunch of statues. There's some animatronics, not much.
Yeah.
But it's really just a lot of dinosaurs in the woods, and you walk around, and there's a lot of history and stuff. Or history or science as we know it. For them. So that's the basic idea of it, and it's just a wonderful experience. I reckon if you end up near Lakeland, Florida, or near Fort Worth, or near Louisville was the other one, I think,
yeah.
I recommend taking the kid to it. I think it would be a blast for that. I mean, we were pretty much big kids on this one, but excellent. Chilla, what is your awesome thing of the week?
My awesome thing of the week is Dolphin, which we covered the emulator on the Android emulators. And Dolphin's the one that does GameCube and Wii.
And Dolphin was the old code word for, I believe, the GameCube when it was coming up in development.
Yep.
So
correct.
So Dolphin is coming to Steam.
It's coming to Steam, and it will work on the Steam Deck. And as a recent procurer of said Steam Deck, I am rather impressed with the hardware. It's a little, I will be honest with you, it's a little heavy and a little bulky on the upper right, on the like top and back, like where the triggers are. but I find comfort in it over time. And I'm not like on a treadmill with this thing, so it being heavy.
Yeah.
I'm your typical lazy gamer. I sit down to play my games, so it's not a big deal there. But super impressed with like the games that work. Like I was playing Spider-Man, which was for like PS4, PS5.
Yeah.
And it runs really well. I haven't hooked it up to a big screen because that's not really the purpose of portable gaming for me. But the way that it does, even on like games that weren't probably developed for it, there's a whole, I don't know what you would call it. It's probably not open source, but like community of people that are remapping the keyboard commands and mouse command, like the mouse stuff from Steam games onto the Steam Deck control interface. And a lot of times, like I was playing a game and it was like, hey, Steam doesn't have a recommended layout, but here's from the community, and like there's ratings and they tell you what it's like most like. Just super cool to see it kind of catch on and people really take it to the next step without having to have Valve do anything to make that happen. So I played a couple games on it, pretty nice. Even the touchpads are an interesting way to play certain things because it can mimic kind of the mouse movements. So for it, to me, GameCube and Wii should not be an issue. And there's some other, I didn't realize you can actually get to like the Linux GUI on it.
Yep.
And so I loaded RetroArch and I've been playing some Legend of Zelda. Not gonna lie. It's like that's like my go-to when I don't have connectivity.
Nice. This is so I got to play with a little bit of this around Christmas. My brother picked one up, so and he was showing me how he's able to get in and actually play his Epic games and his GOG.com stuff. So it's pretty open for that kind of stuff. Some of it gets a little weird, with everything. And also, you only have so much space on here. Let's see, you can put an SD card in them, but it's like 64 gigabytes, 256, and 512. You're going to eat that up quick. I just went to try. Go ahead.
You can put a terabyte micro SD card in there.
Yeah, and does that work as quick though? Like
I moved Spider-Man to it, and it worked. It's working pretty well.
Okay. Well, then there you go.
The other thing that I set up was there's like because it has a build of Edge browser.
You can do the Game Pass.
I've been doing cloud, like the Xbox Cloud, which works really well as well, and everything's mapped. It does take a little bit of, Microsoft has the article on how to do it, so obviously they're kind of supporting it. But you do have to put some commands in the old command line to make it work. But
so you got to plug a keyboard up to your portable machine here. I mean, it's a computer,
and it's interesting how many. It is a computer. I use a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse for that type of stuff because it's interesting how many different. I don't want to call it mods because you're really not modding. Like it's fully supported. But it's interesting how much stuff tweaks that you can make to it, but just requires the ability to at least copy and paste easily and move some text around on the screen. So
you're telling me if I were to get this $399 64 gigabyte version and threw an SD card in it, it'd probably be pretty okay?
I would get I would not get like the dollar store, like ultra low speed.
Oh no, get like the one that I have to put on my 4K camera, right? So no, I discovered that when I upgraded some of my cameras. I'm like, oh, you mean all my old cards don't work? You need like a class 3, I think, or something like that, in order to use that. So throw something decent in there, and you should be good to go. Okay. That might be a down the line kind of idea. I don't know. I almost got it. I was on the pre list for this thing, and I kind of chickened out going into it. So, But I really wish I kind of did. No, that's very, very cool. So that is if you want to go to, geez, is this a direct website for this?
So the Dolphin will not be released until later this year.
Right.
You can go to Steam's website to order the Steam Deck,
and it doesn't include GameCube games or anything like that. That you're on your own. So and also I think your mileage is going to vary a little bit when you're sticking like Wii games on there. I would imagine because like your control interfaces are going to be a little bit different. Like I don't know if you can play WarioWare on this thing. Or Wii Sports or something that might be a little funky, but still, like if you want to play, I don't know, Smash Brothers, you'd probably be okay, right?
Hey, you'd be fine with Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, but yeah, if you go to SteamPowered.com, they have the Steam Deck listed there. I thought I just saw something in search. I think Amazon might be carrying them now too, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check that.
And they just came off the first, and I don't know if they'll do it again. There was like a 10% discount, I think, on the hardware. So.
Yeah, they are selling it on there are a few. I have a feeling these are resales though, but they do have it listed for different prices, like $100 more.
Then that's people reselling it because someone couldn't get it or it's not offered in their market.
That's what it looks like. And it's a lot of accessories if you go to Amazon. So you do have to go. I haven't seen it much else other than through Steam itself. So this is not a high end thing. This is not. This is not a. This is not a mass-produced thing. Let me put it that way. It's kind of niched at this point, right?
But the other thing is that I thought was interesting is I do have a couple of Steam games.
Mm-hmm.
There's a section in the store now that's like Steam Deck verified or
is that this?
Great on Steam Deck.
SteamDeck.com I just came across, and it says, see at a glance how many games will play on your Steam Deck. So if you're bringing your Steam library, easy for you go, so you can learn more about that. So I think that's like, are they doing this thing where if you log in, it'll show you how many of your games? I think that's a thing, because I think I did that early on, and not a lot of games were playable and or verified, so that's what backed me off of it, because I'm like, I have like 350 games in here, and like 50 of them are good. I don't know about that, right?
Well, and that's where. So I have a game that's not verified at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's not 100%. Like they could still work, of course.
I mean, I haven't seen a glitch or an issue with it. I had to tweak. I had to tweak some of the video settings.
Right.
And I had to pick, and like I said, I had to pick from there was probably 15 different control options. And I picked, like, based on the descriptions, I picked the second highest rated option. But I like to tweak my stuff a little bit too. So like I found some stuff where you can mod the boot up logo. Nice. You can make a bunch of little like extra tweaks. I don't know what you use like when you buy something on Steam, you get like those Steam credits or whatever, the coins or whatever they are.
I'm not familiar. Oh, this is a newer thing. I haven't bought a whole lot on there recently.
Like I had a couple spare, like, so there's like animated backgrounds you can do. There's all kinds of stuff that like I think just makes the device a little more customized to you and fun. But I don't know, I've been pretty impressed with it.
Awesome. Go check it out, steamdeck.com, and of course look for the Dolphin emulator, and I won't tell you how you get to play games on there legally. Hey, want to give a shout out to our good friends at Slice on Broadway. Actually walked by. Unfortunately, it was Sunday night, so they were closed. But I got to see the Southside Works little bungalow there. There's a barbecue place down there too. They did a lot of really interesting stuff down at Southside Works. Sorry. A lot of cool stuff down there. So go check them out. Slice on Broadway, Beachview, Carnegie, East End, North Hills, New York City style. Yins are made. Somebody was there's a certain food reviewer that was in here earlier today that was putting over Slice on Broadway. So I was really pleased to hear that. But go check out our good friends again, sliceonbroadway.com, supporting the Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. I wanted to do something a little different this week, and this was going to be, if Katie wasn't here, this is going to be my awesome thing. I recently, I love, so I recently had a birthday, and I love that I'm 42 years old and still getting toys for Christmas, or for my birthday. Thanks to my buddy Chachi for hooking me up with this. If you're on audio, this is a Optimus Prime Siege Warfare Cybertron edition, and Katie, as you are very aware, the Optimus Primes were like the gold back in the day, right?
Yes.
Now there's like 100 of them, so it's not terribly hard to get. Oh, there's more tape on here. I thought I pre-cut this thing, so I thought it'd be interesting to do an unboxing on air. But of course, I just botched this thing right here because I was trying to do this without like cutting the tape or something. So I'm gonna fix this real quick. And I was wondering, oh no, I've completely botched this now. Okay, let me use this Sheriff Star that I have and see if that'll cut the tape. Yep. There we go. Thank you, Cowpoke Paul. So I thought it'd be fun because I play with my toys. Well, I mean, I will. I'm probably gonna put it back in the box to be quite honest. But I saw this stuff on the box. And I was very interested to see how this thing went. Wait, where is this thing? It says there's Battle Master guns. He's got the axe and everything, Katie. He's got the axe. He's got the gun situation. He actually transforms. This is tremendous. Oh, and these are twisty ties. So, oh no, they're not twisty ties. They're still like little plasticky things. Oh no. Come on, Optimus. Liberate him. Liberate him from his jail. This is going to be great for audio. So I was wondering because it says 21 steps to. I should have got scissors. I completely botched this. All right, here's Optimus Prime. It's a nice Optimus Prime. It really is. It looks like it looks like the Optimus Prime on the cartoon. I was really curious actually because I have like a little Optimus in the car, and I was really interested that it had windshield wipers on his breasts. So maybe we'll come back to this. I'll try to get this thing out of here maybe during the course of the show, and we'll see if I can. We'll see if new Transformers are too complicated for me to transform. So maybe in a little bit here. But in the meantime, while I'm figuring that out, what we got elsewise for stories, guys?
And I'm wondering if Zoom's going to get this soon, or maybe it does already. Have you seen and I put it at the bottom of the note. It's like the last note. It's like, do you find this creepy too? Teams is letting you convert yourself into a 3D avatar for meetings. And it's interesting because I actually got to see someone using it and kind of give it a whirl before it came out. And it does do a good job of like lip syncing. It's down. Oh, I didn't actually watch the video, but the first like freeze frame, of course, you have no legs, but that's okay. But it lip syncs pretty well to your voice, and it follows your emotion, like if you smile or you frown or anything like that. But I don't know. It's just something about the avatar that breaks my brain.
It looks like it turns you into a sim.
Yes, like it does. It's too real looking to look cartoony and too soft to look real.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just freak me out.
I mean, I don't think they're as freaky, maybe because they're closer to Uncanny Valley. I don't think they're as creepy as the Facebook ones so much, though. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
I forgot about them.
They did do a nice job of like the 3D mapping and the shading and everything else with it. The avatars themselves are very, very lifelike, very impressive that they can kind of how they map to your face and they give you the ability to show emotion. It's just something's weird about them. They're gonna take over.
No, I think this is inevitable for. Is this an AI thing? I guess no. This is more just like kind of a mapping thing, isn't it? In the
more of a mapping, yeah. It's more of a mapping, and I think it'll be interesting because the one use case, and I kind of agree with him, is it's for people that don't necessarily feel comfortable on video.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can see that.
Because not everyone's and that's cool. Like I don't knock anyone for like not being comfortable on video. I sometimes say, hey, you can always turn your like bounce back video feed off. If that makes you but then I'll be honest with you, like if that's not on, like people become unaware that they're on camera. So it's an interesting world we live in the virtual video world of meetings. So I see a lot of interesting thing, and people's reactions to it. Everyone's different, and like I said, that's okay. I'm not knocking anyone. It's just interesting.
We just actually recently had somebody on a show that was kind of concerned about anonymity, and we're like, oh, this is a video show. We can put a thing up. That'll be a little awkward. But what if we did this, right? What if you disguise that person with the avatar? Then we actually still have a visual thing happening, right? And it could be, hey, you can talk about this thing that's a sensitive topic because, whether it be, talking about, somebody was a victim of something, or somebody, that went through drug and alcohol issues or something like that, which are things that we've had to deal with on some shows that we do, right? To offer, hey, if you join us with this, we can do an avatar. We won't even see you. Maybe if we have something like this, disguise your voice a little bit. Well, you won't use real names, and it's different than the blur and devil voice that we see, right?
That's very true. And the interesting thing too that I thought was pretty cool that they added, and I almost forgot about this, was like if you ever use the reactions, I know they have them. I'll do one here in Zoom. You kind of have the thumbs up, and it puts the thumbs up or whatnot. In Teams, they actually kind of bounce on the thing, but I want it to go away. I can't not give a thumbs up anymore.
I know it doesn't pop up on this side. Maybe because I have an older Zoom on here or an older computer. Oh, now it pops up in the bottom. So, anyways,
but they actually, it makes the avatar actually make the motion. Like if there's clapping or thumbs up or whatever, your avatar will do that based on the reaction that you plug in there, which is pretty neat.
Sorry, I liberated Optimus.
Oh, he's out.
He's out.
Yay!
He's out. So now it says 21 steps, but I don't see instructions. So I don't know. Should I do this for Patreon or something? Where it is? How do you work? How does this? Oh, these go over here. These. Oh no, this is not going to happen on the show. I would have spent some time with this guy. It's a level. Hold on. Was it? No, 27 steps. What?
What in the world?
Battle Master's figures shown separately. Oh, I have to get these Battle Master guns. They are not included in this. That's why I opened it. All right, Optimus. We'll see what. Why does it look so dead? I don't. What is happening here? And I love we just have a panel going on here. What is this? What is happening here?
What's the front of the?
It's the front of the truck.
Oh, does the waist turn around 360
it's
degrees?
always a waist turn, isn't it? Oh, there it is. All right, let's see what we do here. We'll just keep checking in on this, and I'll see if I come along to this sooner or later. This doesn't make any sense. So we go that way. We go this way. Oh, wait, he goes this way. Oh, we don't even use the front of him? What the hell?
That's weird.
What is happening here? No, wait, we use that. We use that. And then this doesn't make any sense at all. Like, there's this whole, like, flap situation going on here. Yeah, this is a very peculiar setup. What are you doing? Now his ass is backwards. Oh, no.
Optimus.
Oh, Optimus. You look like me. You look like me on the South Side Thursday night. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, it's like you can kind of see how things move, but I'm always afraid to break it. You're like, all right, we just got him there. All right, he's transformed. He's
You did it.
We'll check in on that later.
The audio listeners will never know.
It just the floppy Optimus. So with his backpack. All right. We'll play with that a little bit later. Oh no, he's got a flap back end. Now I can't put him back the right way, and he's still backwards. All right, we'll put his crotch the right way. Okay, there we go. All right. That's
like when Chewbacca put C-3PO's head on backwards.
Yeah, a little bit, right? Oh no, why does his head feel like it's gonna fall off already? You know what? I bet it pops right off. Oh no, maybe you have to go on the website to figure out. Oh, this opens up, and that's where the Matrix goes. Ah, yes, I got a Matrix hidey spot. Okay. Oh, that's where his head goes. Just like on the cartoon.
Now you can flip that down.
Oh, now that flips over here, and then you pull this guy out like this, and he goes around over there. Sorry, audio people. Something like this. So
and for those at home, we are now on step 3.
We're on step 3 probably. I don't know where these go. They do not guide you. They're like, here's a Transformer. Yay, it's an Optimus Prime. You're on your freaking own. Okay. Oh, and then this guy should go back this way, right? No, he's not doing anything yet. What is happening? And I think he turns.
I bet you they have instructions on the line.
It's got to be online. It's got to be, how do I transform my doohickey.com. Come on, Transform. Is there a support line? Is that what it is? Is it a 900 number? That's what they would have done in the 90s.
It's like the hint lines for old Nintendo
like
games.
Like the Nintendo hint line. I've seen so many videos about the Nintendo hotline and Nintendo Power and stuff and all the racket was. It's great. Oh, man. Anyways, we'll play with that later. And we'll see if his head's in his chest. This is great. This is great. Just like the good old days. We'll figure that guy out later. Anyway,
I don't believe it.
By the way, I sent the picture of you with your dog's T-shirt to Mom.
Yay!
So, oh boy. Anyway, what else have we got here? All right, creepy avatars. Oh geez, I just found more of them. This really just feels like an extension of like the Xbox avatars to me.
It does feel like it's built off of that, and it sounds like Microsoft must have bought someone in this realm.
They bought a lot of people. Katie, obviously, I think all of us have been keeping an eye on the discourse over TikTok lately. I will keep some of my opinions to myself on that.
Same.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say I'm very disappointed in our representatives. But I mean, when am I not? But every time we have it, here we go. Every time we have, what is a podcast if not a platform for these kinds of things? Every time we have one of these tech, I'm trying not to say witch hunt, but here we are. Nothing makes sense, and to feel for the person behind the chair when they get asked the stupidest question that makes your relatives at Christmas look like geniuses, is just completely mind-boggling to me. I am not for this ban for the reasons they are giving, at least. This seems like a without evidence kind of situation. But in case the worst should happen to TikTok,
Here's another option.
What are we gonna do?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, good. No.
If this happens, I would buy stock in all of those VPN companies that make it look like you come from another country.
Yep.
100%. Like, I don't know how I'm accessing TikTok from this country.
Yep.
Yeah. And, like, it'll be interesting because you can see where certain representatives and congressfolk, where they, what stock they buy. So it'll be interesting to see what they buy if that would happen, if they would follow the same route, since they're already big Meta fans and Google fans, owning that Alphabet.
Yep. Alphabet and Meta, who we know are lobbying. Yes. Outlaw corporate lobbying. That's my stance, if I have a stance. But anyway, so if the worst should happen, and listen, I don't think this is going to happen. Everything I'm reading, everything I'm seeing, for them to ban TikTok without actual course, without actual given security issues, which there's not been any proven. Congress people are saying we usually get a brief if there's a security situation. There has not been one from ones that I'm listening to. So this would be a big end up free speech issue, not because you are not free. To be clear, being booted off Twitter is not a violation of your free speech, but eliminating TikTok just because they don't like what's on there would be, by the government, would be a free speech violation of the First Amendment, in my understanding. So, anyways, let's get on beyond that. What are we going to do if it goes away?
Yay! Okay, so we got another option from our friends at ByteDance, behind TikTok. They have, it's called, I just lost it, Lemonade. And yep, lemon and the number 8. And this is an app that is supposed to be going up against Instagram, in that it provides a very similar look where you can post photos and, blah, blah, blah. It's been around since March 2020 for both, for everybody, but it's really taken off recently. So there is reason to believe that there was a reason, it was a whole testing of it. And now we're it's got to get out there just in case. And yeah, so it's looks like it looks pretty cool. It's looks like something we've seen. It's I was looking at some of the commentary, the reviews, and it's Lemonade is a content sharing platform with a youthful community. Here is where you can discover beautiful, authentic, and diverse content. It is the destination for sharing and exploring.
Did you by chance mention who owns this one? Because I didn't know if we addressed this because it's pertinent to this situation.
ByteDance.
Yes, which means this would be under the same scrutiny as TikTok.
Well, yes and no.
Yes and no, right?
It's I don't know. I don't know if they will. You would think, but I don't know. It's not But yeah, so we might have another option.
Okay, there you go. So.
It's another thing as far as keeping up with social media apps. This is now in the top 10 downloaded in the for our Apple users in the store. So yeah, might be something to look into. If it's honestly, if the algorithm, TikTok has my favorite algorithm, hands down. In regards to being able to identify what their users are interested in, whether they are. The users are aware that's how it works on your For You page. I won't mention any sort of conversation around that, but that's they're the best as far as figuring out the algorithm. And so anything they take that somewhere else, I'm gonna follow.
Hey, absolutely, because it is it does feel a little bit more democratized than a lot of these other ones. There's a lot of discussion. I know we've been frustrated with other platforms that make us pay to talk to the followers that we've gathered, so it's things like that where it's just seems really social media is getting really gross, it feels like. So join us on sorgatronmedia.social. Follow us over there in the meantime. So where you don't have a lot of those issues. So yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Chella? Looking for alternatives here. I mean, if nothing else, if you're I don't want Instagram anymore because of Meta, this looks like a decent option.
It does look like a decent option. I'm just, to Dutter's point, I'm not willing to give up the algorithm. I'd spend the couple bucks a year to find a VPN to get myself back on the TikToks.
And I think I'd say that. I think just a lot of people will figure that out. I mean, make something illegal like that.
I wonder, but what would be also interesting is, will this turn, if this actually played out and people actually paid for services to get them reconnected, would this flip the game on pay for social media?
I don't know. Maybe if it's worthwhile, if there's enough value to you to do that, right? I mean, obviously the concern, the stated concern is this is a Chinese company. And I don't know why we're afraid of things being made in China so much these days. I'm holding up my iPhone. I'm, it's again, I am I mean, I'm not perplexed by why this is happening, but I think if this happens, I think you're going to have a big, hopefully not a disenchantment, but hopefully a big motivation of young people that are going to step up and say something about this at the polls next time. So, and by the way, this is a bipartisan situation. So that's, that I don't know what that means. I don't know what that could mean. I don't know what that could shape for something like this. We already know what happened with K-pop stans when they were motivated on the platform, which may have instigated this whole situation a few years ago, allegedly. So, I think some politicians are kicking a very big beehive at this point that's going to bite them all if they proceed down this path. So, but it's probably all performative, to be quite honest. So everybody can talk about the next election cycle. Whatever.
You've got options.
Yes, it all feels gross. Everything feels gross now. So,
100%.
This isn't even the grossest. This is just on the tech side, and I know there's worse problems in the world, but yes. So we'll keep an eye on that. At least we stopped talking about Section 230 for a little bit. That's scarier. Because that's scarier. Anyways, hey. Fuck, I'll say it. How about we just do some maybe some privacy laws like some other countries are doing, because we're the only ones that major country that doesn't have one. Maybe we do put Google and Facebook to the fire a little bit somewhere other than 230. So just saying. Just gonna put that out
because
there.
then people will lose money.
Yeah,
not us, obviously. Not us.
Yes.
Not us.
Corporate socialism. Anyways, moving on. What else we got here before we need a high note before we head out here? Well, how about having an anime character, an anime dating sim? This is from Riz, I believe. It's an anime dating sim that also helps you do your taxes in Tax Heaven 3000. And this is those dating simulators where you have the anime character, a lot of text, and somebody oh god, what was the weird one that somebody maybe play? There was that one, and it was something literature club, and then something daddy. But anyways, they all usually look the same. It's just the content that's different in the images and stuff. So yeah, and there she is, pink hair anime girl, that's helping you figuring out what your refund is and your.
I love that screenshot. Just hey guys.
She's got her fingers together, in that cutesy anime way, right? Like, here, let me help you. Let me help you with your. Help you with your W-9s and with your, I want to know something about you that's really personal. Like, what's your social security number? What? So, yeah, it's literally like you're gonna type your social security number into a dating game. I don't feel good about this, guys. So if anybody's done your taxes this way, please email us at awesomecast@sorgatronmedia.com or hit us up on the Twitter, hashtag AC635 for this episode. And holy crap, Iris is the quote comely young woman who is definitely into you and into helping you prepare a United States federal income tax return, according to Polygon.
Oh, nice.
But then, did you see? This is so the developers. I'm guessing Mischief, but it's MSCHF, no vowels. Mm-hmm. It's the same company that released Chair Simulator to Steam.
What is Chair Simulator?
You buy chairs, you sit down, you accumulate sit points, and with your sit points, you know what you can do?
Oh no!
Buy more chairs.
Oh, look at
possibilities are endless.
Look at pick from 14 characters. That one's purple. This looks like Second Life.
But it's all it is sitting in hundreds of different chairs.
This character is how I feel right now. Look at that. Look at that sitting. Look at that hot sitting action. Wow.
Well, you actually have to walk to pick out new chairs.
You gotta walk? This is bullshit. Look at this. It's just what? You died. You've lost all your chairs and zit points. How'd you die? What is happening here? Holy crap! This is a free game, by the way. Oh no, and it's on PC and Mac. Oh no. Oh, I need to add the wish list right now. Okay, going over to my Steam app. Okay. Chair Simulator. Can we put a link to this over in? Can you drop that in the document? You might. Maybe I can do it. Okay. I got it. I had to follow up to this, but that just killed out all of it. Chair Simulator. Katie, next time we do a live stream.
Watch us.
I wonder if the character Iris is based on like IRS.
Ah,
That's cute.
So like a play on IRS.
Oh, jeez.
Iris.
Wasn't there? But why didn't WWE just like pair with TurboTax and get the IRS character to help you through your taxes? It seems to make sense, especially as most of us grown up from that era. So
Wait, what is this company? What?
What? Where are you going? Where are you going?
Oh, the site doesn't exist anymore.
Oh no!
Oh, wait a minute. No, it's loading. It's loading.
And it wants your social security number.
No, this company makes a bunch of hysterical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They made Eat the Rich popsicles.
Okay.
So if you go to eattherichpopsicles.com, the event is over.
Oh.
They were only available in New York and LA on Monday, July 11th through Wednesday, July 13th, 2022. You could actually eat Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, and Jack. I don't know who Jack Ma is.
I think this is the website. Oh, look, there's your tax heaven 3000. Let's see what else they got here. BR, what is happening? Oh, this website is so messed up. Why do I have shoes?
They make shoes.
They make shoes?
Mm-hmm.
What is?
They made shoes for little Nas X.
What is this company? Big Red Boots? Wait, why does this look familiar? Who had Big Red Boots?
Seth Rollins.
Oh, he wore these. Big Fruit Loop. It's a giant Fruit Loop that doesn't even fit in the bowl. Just one Fruit Loop. What is this company? Oh, I haven't seen something like this in forever.
These are like a bunch of guys in like LA that just get high and come up with random ideas and act on them.
Yeah, then they do them. What is this? Made in Italy? What is Mischief Sneakers? What is? Oh, here's the Eat the Rich popsicles. Look at that. That's a really good Tim Cook right there.
That's Bill Gates.
Or no, this one? I think that's Tim Cook.
No, it's Bill Gates. There was no Tim Cook. Eat the Rich popsicle.
Oh,
I have the eattherichpopsicles.com up.
Sacred Seltzer? Spiked Holy Water Seltzer? Oh no. They have a magazine.
They have a magazine?
Oh no. MSCHF.com. What did we? I think that's our assignment is to look at some of this over the week and figure out what the hell is going on with these guys. I miss like those weird kitschy companies like that. I felt like they used to be all over the internet, and it feels like we got like now we're just all on Facebook. So, anyways, guys, it was so good to have you guys, especially since we're gonna have a week off next week, maybe sort of, kinda. We'll see. You know, I have my gear. So we can technically do a podcast, and I don't think we're sleeping on Tuesday night anyway. So with our 5 a.m. flight,
Oh no! I just realized what we're doing to ourselves on Tuesday into Wednesday.
It's okay. It's actually going to be just like 8 a.m. to us, though.
Yeah,
it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Then we got tickets to Mario when we come back. We go to Mario World and within 24 hours watch the Mario movie back in Pittsburgh. So,
if you never sleep, is it really tomorrow?
Yeah, I've tested that. I may be testing that the next few days. I will be in Los Angeles for the duration of this week into next week. I will be around of course, we'll be at WrestleMania. Missy and Dutters will be along here on Saturday.
When's your flight leave?
Wednesday, tomorrow at like 2:30.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're coming in like Saturday morning.
Yeah, we do Saturday morning.
Yes, and then because they're busy until then, because you guys got lots of really important things to do. So you're so important.
Obs.
Yeah, so important and going to fancy parties and stuff. Like I'm just like basically it's like showing me all of our fancy dresses. I'm like, wow, I'm just like going the opposite way. I'm basically going to the punk shows of wrestling, of professional wrestling this week. I will be at the Biltmore. I say this like it's like I'm going to be doing a set.
Stand up.
I will if anybody's out there in LA, I will be at the Biltmore for WrestleCon doing the FTR live podcast on Fight.tv. Producing that one there on Thursday evening. I also will be bouncing around the Circle 6 productions on both Thursday, Friday afternoon, and I'll be behind the camera for Murder Mania, a no-ring deathmatch show with our good friends, some may know PSAMP from here in the Pittsburgh area of New Fear City, by way of New York now. So I'm looking forward to all that, and also I will be nearby in LA for something called Mitzvah Mania we'll be filming, which is a Jewish pro wrestling show on Sunday afternoon before WrestleMania. So looking forward to that, and, apparently not getting any warmth because it's only 60-some degrees out there in L.A., and there's rain. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Sounds about right.
It sounds like our luck, right? Anyways, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Katie, for being back with us once again.
I'm here. I will with my monster, and I'll let you know how my monster binder works.
See how it holds up. Is it coming to LA with you?
As long as I can see if I can fit in my bag. In my new bag that looks suspiciously like your bag.
Wait, did you get? Is it like the purple one or like the black one?
No, I got the
super segmented one.
No, the one that you thought was cool. No, I put it away. Hold on. This one.
Yeah. Oh, the camo-y one. That's right. I think that
it's camo-y. It's tie-dye. It's not camo.
Tie-dye.
Oh, that's purple camo.
That's tie-dye.
Yeah, it's tie-dye.
Oh, it is tie-dye up close.
Yeah.
From a distance.
Yeah. That's a zoom filter. Was making it look camo.
Transformer.
Okay.
Katie, you're going to be doing something really important this week.
Oh yeah. This Friday, I work with 412 Thrive, which is a support group / amazing support system for folks who are going through breast cancer, and we're doing a big fundraiser Friday at the Westin. It's a casino night. We'll be fancy. Missy will be fancy. We'll be fancies.
Can we talk about what's unveiling at all?
The photo?
Yeah.
Ooh, so there is a photo gallery of a few of we call ourselves Thrivers, and I'm one of those folks. And we did this amazing photo shoot, and we were bringing things in concepts that kind of embodied what we went through and like how we're dealing with things. And I took my belt and my Penn's Hockey Fights Cancer jersey and my muddy hiking shoes and pack, and I have a purple dress and my crown, and it's amazing. I'll show you next time we have a show. I'll have some good pictures next to it, and I'm super excited. It's pretty much no matter what happens in my life, whenever I die, that'll be the obituary photo / sort of.
It is going to be the everything photo, right? Because
going forward.
Yeah, because what I talked about, I've had this picture of you in my phone. For your contact of you with an at Eden Park, because that's like the picture that's embodied you for the longest time, and this is the replacement picture. It sounds like so.
Well done. It's an excellent. It's an excellent one. I think it's a good.
Fantastic. So. Chilla is at Chilla on the Twitters, and you're
on the Facebooks.
And you're traveling. Is this a business trip this week or
another business trip?
Business trip.
Going
business.
Houston.
Houston.
Well, last Monday I was in New York.
Okay. We're all travelers here on the show. I like it. I
want us all to be in 3 different cities and do this show one day.
We could do that, but it'll probably inevitably happen. Except for the fact that you travel with me most of the time, so I'm sorry, I guess. Anyways, thank you, everybody. Again, we will not have a live show for 2 weeks, so that will be whenever that is, whatever 2 weeks from now is. We may have a special episode if we have any energy after next week, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll see you guys next time, and until then, everybody, you've been our awesome audience. Have an awesome week. This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at Sorgatron.